Hello grade 9 students, this is English class with teacher Anita. Today we go to chapter 4 unit 10a, which is in page 68 and page 69. So chapter 4 unit 10a, page 68 and page 69. So before we go to the lesson, let's review with the comparative and superlative adjective first. So we have one syllable, two syllables, more than two syllables, and irregular form. So let's go to one syllable first. The general one is add er for comparative and est for superlative. Like the word quick becomes quicker and quickest. And then the adjective with e at the end, you just need to add or. So safe becomes safer and safest. Dry, because y at the end and before y is the consonant, you have to change y to ie or like drier, and for superlative it is driest. And then CVC, you have to double the last consonant and then add er like sad becomes sadder and saddest. The case of two syllables, we have the adjectives that can go to two rules, like gentle, you can say gentler or more gentle. So the rules are add er and you can add more in front. And superlative, you can say gentlest and most gentle. Busy, y at the end, so you have to change y to ier, like busy becomes busier and busiest. Boring, because we cannot add er, so you need to add more boring and most boring. For more than two syllables, like the word beautiful, it is three syllables, so beautiful becomes more beautiful, and superlative you have to add most, more beautiful, and then most beautiful. Irregular adjectives, this one there is no rule, but you need to remember. Good become better and best, bad become worse and worst, and little become less and least. In making sentence, in comparative sentence, when you want to compare between the situation, you need to put subject and verb and then comparative adjective. If you need a noun, you can add a noun at the end. For example, my stomach is more painful. It means you need to compare your stomach between the situation now and the situation before now. Number 2, comparing between two things. So you need object 1 plus verb plus comparative adjective, and then plus then, don't forget to plus then, and then you need to add object 2, like she is more beautiful than her sister. In superlative, when you compare between one thing and a lot of things, so it is the limit of a thing that is the highest and the lowest point. You need to use subject plus the verb plus the word the and superlative adjective. And if you want to use the noun, it's fine. For example, they are the most powerful in this country. So let's go to our book, page 68, part 1. So you need to unscramble the words and match them to the picture. We have 6 pictures, so you can unscramble and tell me what picture is it. And then part 2 and part 3, you need to listen first and then give me the answer. I will give you the audio so you can listen and tell me the answer.
Tape script 4.10.1.
I traveled to Phnom Penh for the first time last weekend because I wanted to go sightseeing. I hadn't traveled around since coming to volunteer here at the health center.
Did you enjoy your trip?
Yes, but Phnom Penh is busier than Posat. There are more motorbikes and remorques than in the countryside. That made it easier to get around the city.
What did you see?
I went to the royal palace first. The palace is bigger than I thought it would be, but it's not as large as the emperor's palace in Japan. Also, the palace grounds were more peaceful than the outside.
How else does it compare to the countryside here?
Let's see. Well, the traffic is worse in the city than it is here. There were cars everywhere and it seems more dangerous than in the countryside. There are more people and the buildings are taller than they are in Posat.
Do you plan to go back?
I don't know, maybe. The thing I like about Phnom Penh is there are more restaurants than here. So I was able to eat a lot of different food. The people are as friendly as they are in the countryside, but it is louder than here at night. I don't think anyone sleeps in Phnom Penh.
End of tape script 4.10.1.
And the next page 69, we have to complete the things that they ask you to do. The first one is one syllable. For example, the word small. So the rule is you have to add er and then write the word then. So small become what and then plus the word then. So look at the rule. 2 or more syllables, you have to add more and then adjective and plus the word then. And complete for me what is the correct form of this word. And then equality, you have to use as, adjective as, or not as, adjective as. Irregular, good become what, bad become what, far become what. I have already mentioned in the review. Comparative with noun, so more or less noun plus then. And then part 5, you need to use the words in brackets to complete the sentences with the correct form of comparative and write them in your notebook. You don't need to write in your notebook, but just complete this. So number 1, in Cambodia, April is compare between April and January. The word that they let you use is the word hot. So you compare it. Number 2, motorbikes are what? Car. So the word that you need to use is slow. So slow, and then you have to add what and then another word. Number 3, Siem Reap is what. Phnom Penh. So the word you need to use is busy. I think this one is the equality. So the rest you can look at it by yourself and then you can practice, and after that you can check your answer. After you finish, you can check your answer. I will give you the correct answer so you can learn more, and then you can know what is the things that you need to improve. Thank you so much and enjoy the video.